Good evening, dear students. This is your Sir Sajid from St. Lawrence High School, Ranipur. Dear students, before to begin this class, I just want to apologize from you people that yesterday I couldn't able to take the class. I think it's because of other classes, online classes started in like 8th and 9th standard. So because of the lack of data, internet data, I couldn't able to manage it. But today, anyhow, I managed to take the class. So don't worry about that. And one more important thing, I just want to tell you that recently I got some complaints from the students. They have sent me some screenshots by telling that, sir, they recently the MCQ question examination was held by the Karnataka government, and in that you got some confusions. That is, few answers like question number 38, 33, question number 16, and 3 4 question in that 3 4 questions. In spite of writing the clicking the right answers, also you got in the final result you got as an wrong. Children, let me tell you one thing. It was just an error which is occurred, and first and foremost thing is you should not be get despair from that. Okay, you should not get discouraged, right, or despair from that. So it is just an examination, like preparatory examination they have held. Nowhere it will be mentioned, don't worry about that. It was just an examination to prepare you for the board examination, to just to eradicate some fear of examination from you people. So by thinking that in board exam also, if next month in the board exam also the same thing is going to be happen, no, absolutely wrong. Because before setting up the board examination question paper, they'll check it 100 times. Even the shortest things like comma, full stop, everything is get checked right before it's printed. And even the answer sheets also corrected by the computer without any single error. I told you this time human beings have a no role in correction of answer sheets. The computers is going to correct your answer sheets. In that case, there won't be any sort of confusion. So you don't worry about that. Right? You just stay focused on your studies. Just stay focused on your studies. Every day you study without fail. And I told you, you have to read a textbook in a such a way that should not leave a single nook and corner of the book. Nothing but each and every line thoroughly you have to go through that, so that you should not leave a single question. You should not, you know, you should attend, right? You should attend all the questions in the question paper, right? Okay, children. Today, without further delay, let's try to start some of the MCQs. So here the chapter 1 is exempted, you know that. So here chapter 2, acid, base and salts. So here in that some of the MCQ questions are there. Let's try to understand these questions and answer for it. Even answers are given in there, try to discuss that. So first question is given here is what happens when a solution of an acid mixed with a solution of a base in a test tube, right? So it's just simple question, that is, when an acid and base are mixed together, what happens? So first option is given as temperature of the solution decreases, temperature of the solution increases, temperature of the solution remains the same, salt formation takes place. So here options are given. Four possibilities are given here, or the options are given as 1 and 4, right? 1 and 4, one is what? Temperature of the solution decreases. No, it's wrong, right? You know that temperature increases. Then this is wrong. So B option 1 and 2, 1 and 3. If 1 comes means again it's going to be wrong thing, right? 3, temperature of the solution remains same. No, it's also wrong. 2 only, temperature of the solution remains the same. No. Then 2 and 4. Option number D, 2 and 4. What is the 2? Let's try to see the two. What is the two? Second one. Second one is temperature of the solution increases. Yes, this is right. And a salt formation takes place. Correct. You know that. So when acid mixes with the base or acid reacts with the base, it forms the salt plus water. Right. It forms the salt plus water. Right. It forms the salt plus water. So option number D will be your right answer. Right. Option number D is the right answer. So next try to see the another question. I hope you understood this question. Second question says that when hydrogen chloride gas is prepared, hydrogen chloride gas is prepared on a humid day. Humid means the moisture content. The gas is usually passed through the guard tube obtaining calcium chloride. The role of the calcium chloride taken in the glass tube is 2. What is the role of the calcium chloride? Right. You know that calcium chloride turns milky, right? So what is the role of it? So role of it is, what is that? Absorb the evolved gas? No, right. So absorb the moisten the gas? No. Absorb the moisture from the gas, right? Absorb the moisture from the gas. So C will be the right answer. Explanation also given here. Let's try to see what is that. Reason: guard tube dries or absorb the water from the calcium chloride in on a humid day. Okay, in humid day it is going to absorb the water from it, right? So that's the reason we use it. So next question is question number 3. Which of the following salt does not contain? Okay, so here little spelling is goes wrong. It's contain water of crystallization. Water on crystallization, right? It's not on off, it is on. Okay, it's on crystallization. So what is that? So blue vitriol. So option number B, baking soda. Option number C, washing soda. Option number D, gypsum. So B is a baking soda. This also I think this question has also get exempted, right? Because this little portion is exempted. Let it be. We have seen it. So next try to see the another question, which is question number 4, right? Question number 4 says that in terms of acidic strength, which one of the following is in the correct increasing order? Okay, which is the correct increasing order? Means ascending order. So which is ascending order in terms of a strength of an, okay, acid? So water is less acidic than acetic acid, is less acidic than hydrochloric acid. So next option is water, hydrochloric acid, acetic acid. Next acetic acid, water, hydrochloric acid, water, acetic acid. So these 4 and option number 4 and option number option number C and option number D are completely wrong. You know that, isn't it? So here then first 3 questions, first 2 options you can see that water, acetic acid, hydrochloric acid, right? So water, let me see the B first. B, water, hydrochloric acid, you know, stronger than the acetic acid, you know that. So this is also goes wrong. So right answer will be option number A. So option number A is water is less acidic than the acetic acid. Acetic acid is less acidic than the hydrochloric acid. Okay. So option number A will be the right answer. Correct. So next question. Let's try to see the another question. Question number 5, that is what is formed when zinc reacts with the sodium hydroxide? Okay, what is formed? So option is zinc hydroxide and sodium zincate and a hydrogen gas, right? Sodium zincate with the hydrogen gas, right? You know that when metals react with an acid, it liberates the hydrogen gas. So you know that sodium zincate, because it is reacting with the sodium hydroxide, So option number B will be the right answer. That is okay. And here you can see the reaction which is given as a explanation. Zn plus 2NaOH, right? Sodium hydroxide is NaOH. So in order to balance the reaction, 2 is written there. You know that. So Zn plus 2NaOH is give rise to yeah. What is that? Yeah, it is not Ma. It is Na. It is right. Sodium zincate. It is Na. It is wrongly written here. It is make it Na. Right. Sodium zincate plus hydrogen gases liberates out to the atmosphere. Okay. So this is the question number 5. And question number 6. Tomato is the natural source of which acid? You know that tomato is the natural source of oxalic acid. Right. Citric acid, lemon, isn't it? Tartaric acid, I think it's in the tamarind, right? Isn't it? Tamarind. Okay, acetic acid maybe in the orange, I think. In biology you learned, I think, this. Okay, so oxalic acid, remember that tomato is a natural source of oxalic acid. So next, brine. What is that? Brine is a solution in that aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide. No, isn't it? It's no aqueous. Sorry. Okay. Aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide? No. Aqueous solution of sodium carbonate? No. Aqueous solution of sodium chloride? Yes, it is called as brine. This is very important question. Try to remember this, children. Brine, which is called as aqueous solution of sodium chloride. Right. Aqueous solution of sodium chloride is called brine. So this we have discussed in our regular classes. Right. So this is also exempted, but still we see that. Question number 8, that is Na2CO3 dot 10H2O is washing soda, is baking soda, bleaching powder, tartaric acid. It's a washing soda, right? So option number A will be the right answer. Option A, that is washing soda. So next question is, at what temperature gypsum heated from the plaster of Paris? This is also exempted, but still we see that. What temperature? Option number B, that is 100 degrees Celsius, right? Option number B, 100 degrees Celsius. The gypsum heated to plaster of Paris, 100 degrees Celsius, right? This is exempted, but still just remember it. So next, how many water molecules does hydrated calcium sulfate contain? So it consists of a hydrated, consists of 2, right? Reason, chemical formula of the hydrated calcium, I think what gypsum is CaSO4 dot 2H2O, right? So 2 molecules. So about the gypsum, it's not there for the syllabus, let it be. Next, let's see the 11th question, that is sodium carbonate is a basic salt because it is a salt of a, right, it is salt of a weak acid and a strong base, right? Weak acid and a strong base. So sodium carbonate is a basic salt. So it is a combination of weak acid and strong base. So we call it as basic salt because in that salt plus acid plus base is contains. Okay, it consists of acid plus base. So we call it as, children, weak acid and a strong base. So alkalis are, next question, 12th question. Alkalis are acids which are soluble in water, acids which are insoluble in water, right? And then bases which are insoluble in water and bases which are soluble in water. This is also one more question we have discussed in our regular classes. That is, bases which are soluble in water are called alkalis. Okay, bases which are soluble in water are called alkalis. You know that. And next question, children, which of the following statement is correct? Okay, try to be very careful when you read the questions. So sometimes given incorrect, sometimes given correct. Okay, you have to be according to the question. You need to see the what are the options given and what are the right matching for that, isn't it? That all things you have to see it. Okay, so children, the question is given as which of the following statement is correct about the aqueous solution of an acid and a base, right? So higher the pH, stronger the acid. Higher the pH, weaker the acid. Lower the pH, stronger the base. Lower the pH, weaker the base. So right answer will be, what is that? Higher the pH, weaker the acid, and lower the pH, weaker the base, isn't it? Higher the pH, weaker the acid, isn't it? If the pH value, pH, you know that we have discussed pH scale, right? Remember, 1 to 14, 1 to 6 is an acid, 7 is a neutral, and 8 to 14 is a base. So higher the pH, weaker the acid, you know that. When you go high in a scale 1 to 6, so acidity will be decreases, right? 1 is more acidic than the 2, number 2, and number 2 is more acidic than the number 3, number 3 is more acidic than the number 4, and so on, right? So higher the pH, weaker the acid, obviously. Okay, fine. Next, lower the pH, weaker the base, correct? Because after 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, up to 14, 8 is a weak base, 9 is a little stronger than the 8, 10 is a stronger base than the 9, 11 is the stronger base than the 10. Okay, it's vice versa. So kindly don't get confused in that. I'll tell you once again, children, remember that when you go, I'll write and show you that. For example, in the pH scale, suppose this is pH scale. So here you know that 7 is a neutral, isn't it? 7 is a neutral. So wherein, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. In case of acidity, when you acidity goes in descending order, correct? Sorry, 7 is a neutral. I'll just write down. Okay, 7 is a neutral. So when you go from 6 to 5, the acidity increases, correct? Right? So wherein 1 is more acidic, 2 is little less, 3 is little less, 4 is little less, got it? But in case of, I can write like this, otherwise you can write like this. One minute, I'll take some other color. Okay, I can write pink, right? Okay. You can see that in case of acidity, I can write acidic property, I can write 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In case of base, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, correct? You can see here, children, as you go up, the acidic property decreases, right? Decreases. Here in case of, as you go down, the basic property increases, right? It's vice versa, increases. So concern to this subject, we can understand that, what we can understand that higher the pH, weaker the acid, and fourth and lower the pH, weaker the base. Where is it? Find out. So it is the option number D, correct? So explanation also given, reason: stronger the acid, lesser the pH, stronger the base, higher the pH, correct? So this is the right answer. Okay, next, the apparatus given in the adjoining figure was set up to demonstrate the electrical conductivity, right? So what are the things given here? Let's try to see that. Things which are given: battery is connected, yes. Bulb is there, right. Switch is there, on off, right. Beaker, so it's a beaker, yes. So dilute NaOH solution, yes. Rubber cork, yes. This is the nail, yes. Nails are act as a electrodes in that, isn't it? You know that. Here you can see, children, one more important thing, that is, which of the following statement is or are correct? So which is the correct one? Right. Bulb will not go because electrolyte is not acidic. Dilute NaOH, right. It's a dilute NaOH. So next option is, next option. Okay, the first option is the bulb will not glow because electrolyte is not acidic. Second option is bulb will glow because HCl is a strong acid and furnishes ions for a conduction, right? And third option is bulb will not glow because circuit is incomplete, right? Fourth option is fourth option is bulb will not glow because it depends upon the type of electrolytic solution. Here children, uh, let's try to see the options here. So first option is 1 and 2, 1 and 3. So what is 1? Bulb will not glow because of electrolyte is not acidic. No, it's wrong. Because why it is wrong, let me tell you. Here what happens, NaOH, it is dissociates into Na plus and OH minus in the solution when we add in a acid, in a electrolytic solution when we supply the DC, not AC, right? DC current in that. Okay, so this is the option 1 is wrong. Option A is wrong, correct. Option B, 2 and 4. 2, bulb will glow because it's not a HCl. You try to make it as NaOH. NaOH, okay, because NaOH is a strong acid furnishes ions for the conduction, right? So next option number 4 is bulb will not glow. There are two options are given, so option number B is also wrong. So option number C, 2 only, bulb will glow, okay, because NaOH is a strong acid and furnishes the ions for the conduction, nothing but as what are the ions, Na plus and OH minus, right? So option number 2 is the right answer. So here 2 only is given, so right option answer will be option number C. Okay, option number C is given here, so option number C we can say that it's the right answer. So kindly make it there in the options. HCl is given, so you make it as NaOH. So lime water reacts with the chlorine to give, so what is the lime water? Slake lime, CaOH twice, okay. Chlorine to give, it gives the bleaching powder. This is also I think exempted, so kindly first really remember it, okay. It may occur, okay, don't think that the exempted questions will not come for the examination. It may think, let me tell you the reason, because this year they have exempted this kind of syllabus because this you have learnt in your 9th standard also, okay. So it is better that we look into it once, so that we should not leave a single question in a board examination, right? So next question is nettle sting. Okay, nettle sting is a natural source of which acid? Okay, it is a methylmalonic acid. Nettle sting. Nettle means it's a insect. Its sting is consists of acid. You know that. So like how the honeybee consists of an acid, when ants consist of acid in that in their when they bite. So here meltionic acid, it is in a nettle sting, right? I think it's not given in your textbook, don't worry about that. Okay, let's try to see the another question. Tooth enamel is made up of, right? So it is made up of calcium phosphate. Remember that tooth enamel is made up of calcium phosphate. You may get a question that tooth enamel is made up of calcium phosphate, remember. So option number A here is a right answer. So next, what is the pH range of a body? Right, what is the pH range of a body? So it's 7.0 to 7.8, 7.2 to 8.0, 7.0 to 8.4, 7.2 to 8.4. So right answer is option number, yes, option number A is the right answer, that is 7.0 to 7.8. It is the pH range of our body. Our body has a pH, isn't it? So if the pH is this pH is decreases or increases, so you may fall sick, isn't it? So this is pH of body is 7.0 to 7.8, remember that. So option number A is the right answer. So next one, Rain is called acid rain when its pH is less than 7. We have discussed it. Acid is, the acid rain means what? We have discussed a lot of times in the class. If the pH is less than 5.6, correct? So option number C is the right answer. I don't think we need to discuss it because we have discussed it many times. So we know that acid rain which pH is less than 5.6. How it occurs? Because of the sulfur and nitrogen gases which are evolved from the burning of the hydrocarbons, right? And forms as a clouds. When the rain comes, the water reacts with them and forms as a nitric acid and a sulfuric acid, and it comes in the form of rain, and it is dangerous to the vegetation, it dangerous to the animals also, because it creates a skin irritation and skin diseases, and also it can affect the egg production in the aquatic animals, and also it can corrode the old monuments, right? So all those things, there is a drawback of that, so that also we have discussed in our regular classes. So pH falls less than 5.6 is a acid rain. Got it? So next thing, next question, let's try to see that. Next question: sodium hydroxide is a, right, sodium hydroxide is a weak base, weak acid, strong base it is. Why it is strong base? The reason: sodium hydroxide ionizes in water and produces a large amount of hydroxide ions. So option number C will be a right answer. What is that? Option number C, that is strong base. Okay. So next question, an aqueous solution turns the red litmus solution to blue. Okay, an aqueous solution turns red to blue, not blue to red, red to blue. Excess addition of which of the following solution would reverse the change? Means, which reverse the change means again it becomes blue to red. You know that it becomes red to blue means it becomes acid to base, again it base to acid it should convert. Okay, so which one you have to add in that? We have to add the acid in that. So with the acid in that: baking powder, lime, ammonium hydroxide solution, hydrochloric acid. As the name indicates here, hydrochloric acid, right? Acid is given, right? So it's very simple. That is option number D will be our right answer. So that is hydrochloric acid. Okay. Next, when copper oxide and dilute hydrochloric acid, copper oxide, okay, CuO2, and dilute hydrochloric acid, HCl, react, the color changes to, so it color changes to white, color changes to white, bluish green, blue black, and a black. The right answer will be, so option number B. So color changes to, what is that? Bluish green, right? So there is a copper which has a green coating, you know that when it comes in contact of air, so it has a green coating, so bluish green color will occur. So we can say that explanation reason blue green color of the solution is due to the formation of copper chloride, right? So copper chloride. So option number P will be the right answer. So next question, question number 3, that is sodium hydroxide is used as a antacid? No. Antacid is what? Right? Baking soda is an antacid, right? So sodium hydroxide is used as antacid? No. In manufacture of soap? Yes. We know that sodium hydroxide is used in manufacture of soap. As a cleansing agent? No. And in alkali of a batteries? No. So right answer will be option number B will be the right answer. So next, sodium hydroxide turns phenolphthalein solution, right? You know that what is the phenolphthalein? Phenolphthalein is a indicator, right? It has a no role in the reaction. It has an use as an indicator, which usually gives the color as pink, right? Which is usually gives the color of pink. So here pink, yellow, colorless, orange, you know that the right answer will be pink, isn't it? So answer is option number A, that is pink is the right answer. Okay, chemical formula of chemical formula of washing soda, right, is Na2CO3.7H2O, no. Na2CO3.5 H2O, no. Na2CO3.2H2O, no. Na2CO3.10H2O, right? You know that is Na2CO3.10H2O is a chemical formula for the washing soda, right? So children, 25 MCQ questions, right? 25 MCQ, right? Multiple choice question, 25 MCQ questions just now we have discussed in our class today. So children, I hope you are writing it your notes neatly, and tomorrow I think it's time already. I'll be uploading the class tomorrow morning, you see, if possible. And today don't waste your time. Tomorrow morning when you get up, so you just go through the lesson, and if possible you write. And tomorrow 9:30 to 1 o'clock, I think there will be a open day in a school, so kindly come and show me that what you have written. Just want to see it. So how much you are preparing, and what you are writing for what you wrote. That is so many question papers we have solved here in the online classes, and so many MCQs questions we have solved. Kindly bring to me tomorrow. I just want to check it, and kindly show it to me. Okay, so we can discuss in next class, children. So next chapter or some other questions. So till then, take care and bye bye.